I'll maybe see you in a week.
Yes, you will.
Well, we'll see.
Fantasy 6.5 was a plan to celebrate my 65th birthday by spending an entire canoe season on the water. More than 150 days, launching in May and taking out in October. While resupplying after a soggy trip down the Ottawa Valley, I made a spontaneous decision to take a detour through the northwest corner of Algonquin Park. My friend Don dropped me off near South River, and I entered the park by the twisty, windy Amab du Fond River. I had food for a week and a route that could have been pushed through in 2 days, so definitely a vacation from my vacation.
This is lovely. Twisty, windy. A little bit of current behind me. Lovely day. Lovely day.
The weather forecast appeared reasonably stable for the first week of October, a stark contrast to the very changeable September.
Hello. Hello. We're just coming into the second portage. And this one is going to take me into North T Lake. Time for lunch. It's about 2:30 in the afternoon, just finished lunch. I'm going that away. A long way. As far as you can see and further.
Algonquin's hardwoods are at the peak of their vivid autumn display at this time of year. In the past 40-some years, I've rarely missed soaking in the eye candy for at least a few days. For the first time in weeks, I took my time setting up camp without regard for incoming weather.
Smoky Spats in Algonquin Park. This is Algonquin. This is not Temagami. It's not the Ottawa Valley. Day 140 today, and it's a foggy morning. The world doesn't exist outside this little island. It's all cloud.
Sadly, I began to realize that Fantasy 6.5 was swiftly drawing to a close. My days of waking up in the woods were numbered.
Leaving camp late, almost 11:30 in the morning. Almost the afternoon. But nice relaxing morning. And now I'm off to take the path less traveled, Alan. There's 2 portages into Manitou. The most commonly used one is just right over here. And but me being me, I intend to take the other portage. Many years ago, I stayed at the campsite at the top end of that portage, and this is going way, way back into the 80s, I think. And oh, I made some fantastic photographs. It was in the fall like this, and that's just when I was starting to shoot what I call liquid light. And you know, it occurs best at this time of year with the colorful leaves. And so what I look for are reflections of the leaves in the water. Nice. That's what I'm here for. Redness, orangeness, yellowness. The true color of the trees. Trees without chlorophyll. Oh, they're pretty. And here we are, arriving at the portage. I'm going down the last hill. Man, this hill is so steep, my toes are jammed right up against the front of my boot. So I'm walking back for the second load here. Just strikingly beautiful. Comes alongside a little falls and about 500 meters of shallow rapids. Very, very pretty. I'm back again and met another one of my buddies along this portage, Eastern Hemlock. There's a interesting little understory plant. Not often noticed until the fall when it turns these beautiful burgundy colors. This one's known as hobblebush, also known as nature's toilet paper. I never get tired of tripping Algonquin in autumn. It's wonderful to just lose myself in the kaleidoscope of colorful hills and reflections, flowing over the hypnotic rhythm of the paddle. Algonquin's mature hardwoods have drawn me back year after year since my first trip in the park way back in 1980. So I got my sailing shoes on, but they're not working very well. There's not quite enough wind to pull me full time. It is assisting. If I let it go, the wind is dragging me along about 3 kilometers an hour. So with the odd paddle stroke, I've got it up so I'm doing 4.5 Ks. And I don't have to work hardly at all. So that's just my style. And it's just a beautiful day out here on Manitou Lake. The hills surrounding the lake are just magnificent. Beautiful fall colors all over the place. It is very, very nice today. Warm. I feel the warm sun on my back. Oh, it's nice. And I don't have to worry about the weather tomorrow. Oh, that's even nicer. Lots of hemlock trees along the shoreline here. A lot more hemlock than white pine. Yeah, it's pretty well all solid hemlock and cedar right here. And a line of boulders here. Little mini stepping stones. So here's a cool find. I think this is the beginnings of a bear den. Some kind of den. And there's some tracks. This is the one of the big spruces at tonight's camp. Big white spruce. Day 141 here, and beautiful afternoon. It's supposed to be cloudy all day, as you can see. I got some sunshine. There's clouds there, but I'm okay with this. There's a good blow out on the lake. It's nice and calm right here. It's a northeast wind, so I'm in the lee shore. Good place to be. I've watched a couple of canoeists come up the lake, and it's not pretty. I woke up it was exactly 3:48 by a moose grunting right here. I could hear him walking around in the water there, and I go, whoa, no. And so anyway, he was back and forth for a while. I got an audio recording. About 6 o'clock in the morning, I woke up again, and there he was grunting. And I heard an answer call coming from over this way, over to the east. So I said, oh, no, that's enough of this, because look at this beach. You think this would be just a perfect spot for moose to have it out? So I got up and scared him off. Last minutes of the sun coming up here, and it's getting about time to make supper, but might as well make the best of this, because there's 10 minutes at best. Nice hike up on the hill. Wow, that was spectacular. Looking there used to be a fire tower, an old wooden fire tower up there years and years ago. No fire tower there at all. But I followed this flag line up, pink flagging tape up the hill. I found a flag trail behind camp here that I suspect leads up to the site of an old abandoned fire tower. So we're going to go have a look at that. A straight line going that way. It's a steep one. Oh yeah. There's my tent way down there. Wowzers. Holy shit. What the hell is that? Wow. Massive maple. Wow. Oh, a couple of big boys coming up. Wow, that's one big craggy maple. Ooh, massive oak. Wow. Okay, what do you think of this for a maple? Going by some humongous trees. Big maples. Big, big, craggy top maples. Half expect to find a bottle of whiskey in here. No such luck today. There's a big boy. Big yellow birches, big hemlocks, and then at the very top, big oaks. Big oak tree. There's a definite reddish tinge in the bark here. I'm wondering if this is a red oak. I have to look this up. I'm not up on my oak trees. Oh, wow. Big forest. I took my canoe across the portage. So it's at the far end of the portage tonight. And that'll lighten up tomorrow's load. So tomorrow I get up and I pack up and hump everything over there. Decided to bring my canoe across to the end of the first portage. Well, the only portage for tomorrow. And I really need longer arms for this guy. See that? That's a big, big tree. Really big tree. Eastern hemlock. Oh. Champines. Yeah, unfortunately they don't make them like that anymore. Hemlock, sugar maple, yellow birch. Would you look at that? There's a freaking telegraph wire. Insulator. There, you can see it pretty good there. Wow. It's going to be a very cold night tonight. Predicted low is -1. So I'm going to have to remember to bring my water filter into the tent and put it in the bottom of my sleeping bag. I don't want it to freeze. It'll crack the membrane and no good to use anymore. The following morning was a frosty one, and I had a hard time getting going. I was still wrapped up in my sleeping bag drinking tea around 10 o'clock when a boatload of park wardens showed up to check my permit. By the time they left to continue their rounds, a stiff northeast wind was whipping up whitecaps farther down the lake. So there goes the rangers. I sat in the sun on the beach, drinking tea till near noon before I started to pack up. After a leisurely brunch, I started carrying sometime around 2 o'clock, my latest start yet. Got leg of lamb, mashed potatoes, and vegetables, with, of course, the famous Tamagami fruit cocktail in Algonquin Park. The last minutes of the sun, we've got what? 15 minutes of sun left. Then it's going to get chilly quick. Oh, here we are, Sunday dinner. Roast lamb, mashed potatoes, peas and carrots, day 142. Can you believe it? I can. Real good bush meals, home-cooked bush meals. Get yourself a freaking dehydrator, man. You wouldn't believe the difference this makes. None of that store-bought kife. Roughing it. Wowzers. Wowzers. This is a beautiful day. A perfectly calm day greeted me. Despite the tranquil beauty, I couldn't help feeling a creeping sense of finality. The season was marching on. Phantasy 6.5 would soon be over. With beauty all around me. It does not get much better than this. I just love paddling with this, looking at the reflections, looking at the trees, listening to the water. Man, there's a pair of sentinel white pines towering over the hemlocks, marking the mouth of the river right there. So cool. It was a good day today. Got out, great walk in that hemlock forest. Humongous hemlocks. Wow! Couple of big boys here. Eastern white pine, eastern hemlock. Wrapped together, roots intertwined. Trunks blended, just welded together.
There's an awful lot of those big hemlocks back in there. Calm today too. Wind was variable, not very strong. Tomorrow's going to be another nice day. Had a beautiful sunset. So, should be nice tomorrow. And then I'm trying to make up my mind what I'm going to do. I'm supposed to get picked up on Wednesday. But, I'm not exactly sure. Got some thinking to do about what I'm going to do. And a strange thing today. Feeling a lot of sadness and sense of the end, you know? And my journey is coming to a close. The season is coming to a close. I hope this is not the end, you know? I'm unsure of my plans coming up. Judging by the forecast, there's 2 or 3 days of absolute horrible weather coming in, with horrendous northwest winds. So going up to Mattawa, I see I have the luxury of being able to defer these things. So I think I'm going to defer for a couple of days, and then but I'm hoping that this doesn't turn into the end. The final chapter is paddling up to Mattawa, across the Lavaz, and down to the government dock and portage my home. That's the way I want to end this year. It's very late in the day. I've been putzing around all morning. It's noon now. So, Kayashkokwi, Lake of Gulls, awaits.
I'm leaving there with a sense of feeling like I'm leaving an old friend for the last time, saying goodbye to a friend. And I know they're going far away, and they won't be back. I may never see them again. That's kind of the feeling I have this morning. I don't like it. Honestly, I don't like it. It's a feeling of sadness and not remorse. I'm not sure what it is. And there's a beautiful maple. I've been looking at that maple for 2 days. It's, I love it. It's yellow with red tinges. The ends of the branches are all red. The rest of the tree's yellow. And it's a beautiful rainbow tree. That is a beautiful rainbow tree. I love this stretch of river. And really, it isn't. Most people just blast through here from one portage to the next. I was a little disappointed. I saw no moose here. So it's twice now I've been here and no moose. And I don't know how many times I've been here and moose. But in recent years, since the native hunting in the park, don't see the moose here the way I used to. Oh, this is pretty. I got maples on one side and pines on the other. Ooh. This portage, I think it's 335 meters around a little waterfall. There we are. On that first portage, falls is just off to the side here. Okay, so this is where I'm supposed to go down. I don't know how I'm going to do this without Mars over tea kettle. It's all loose there. This is bad. Not good. Okay. Where do we go? Wish me luck on this one, folks. That went better than the pack road. So I'm at a campsite on the river friend Joe calls Lightning Point because there's an awful lot of trees around here that have lightning scars on them. A group of guys and I stayed here many years ago. I brought them in to show them the old growth hardwood forest just up the logging road here, but we were a couple of weeks too late. The forest was stacked up on the side of the road. Timbeck was in there cutting and had taken out all the trees that I was going to bring the guys in to show them. I've got a photograph of the northern lights and the constellation Draco, the dragon, that I shot just across the river here. Big boy! Look at the size of this puppy. Yeah, they don't make them like this anymore. I'm serious, they really don't make them like this anymore. It's day 100, and I think this is 144, and I'm just across a very short distance from Kiosk. This is my last night in Algonquin Park, trying to decide what I'm going to do next. The plan is to go up the Mattawa, across the Lavaz, and up Lake Nipissing. I have 2 or 3 days of atrocious weather coming in. Highs of like -3, lows of -5, and snow. I might jump tomorrow to Mattawa and work my way up to Samuel de Champlain Park. Then get picked up and do my food resupply. Take a couple of days to do that and let that weather blow through. And then Sunday back on the water. I think that's a good plan. I'm going to make some messages here and see if I can arrange the pickup tomorrow, or a shuttle, I guess, over to Mattawa, and then a pickup on Thursday. Approaching Kiosk as ministry plane takes off behind me. He's been shuttling people in and out all morning. I think he's made like 3 or 4 landings. So I'm headed to Kiosk. Is right straight ahead of me. And I'm going to jump from here back to Mattawa. So I took a week off from that trip between Temagami and North Bay. Did this little trip in Algonquin, and was a very nice little trip. Beautiful colors. The last couple of days have been like paddling through a kaleidoscope. Beautiful, absolutely stunningly beautiful. There was a cormorant. Lots of cormorants on this lake now. It used to be called Lake of Gulls. Kaishkokli, it means Lake of Gulls, but I haven't seen a single gull. Just cormorants. Just can't get enough. Well, good morning.
Hi,
How you doing?
I'm fine, kind of.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you good?